Matthew and Luke's Gospels contain a list of what we call Beatitudes. We're going to stick to the Matthew version again to keep that imagery of Jesus as the new Moses. Here we are on top of a mountaintop proclaiming laws, or in this case, the Beatitudes. Now, what are Beatitudes? Beatitude is actually a Greek word that means supreme blessedness or supreme happiness. It's not just afterlife happiness, but also happiness here and now. Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew is giving us 8 Beatitudes. 8 things that we all need to do in order to acquire supreme happiness on heaven and on earth. The first one, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now, this one's constantly misunderstood. They read this as, blessed are people who are not really spiritual. Well, think about what you're saying. Blessed are you if you're not really spiritual, but you'll have the kingdom of heaven. No, you won't. These are 8 things that we need to be. Okay, these are 8 things that we need to strive for. We don't strive for poor spirituality. That's crazy talk.
That's crazy talk.
Luke just says, blessed are the poor, because again, Luke tends to appeal to the underdogs, and Matthew's audience don't want to read, blessed are the poor, because they're not poor. Maybe you can look at that as, blessed are those who live in the spirit of poverty. And I think if you understand it as the spirit of poverty, you understand that the first beatitude is about living simply, not getting caught up in worldliness, not getting caught up in materialism.
Live simply so other people can simply live.
It's simple living. It's like living that monastic lifestyle, living with a reliance on God, not getting caught up in things of this earth. When my students travel to different countries, these poor countries, these third world countries, they often note about how happy the people seem to be, and how close they are to one another, and how much community they have. Well, of course they're close to one another. Of course that they have strong family values and a strong sense of community. Because they got nothing else.
Nothing!
They don't have other distractions. They're relying truly on their faith and each other. And that's why they're so happy. The next one, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Now again, God's not asking us to be crybabies.
Cry!
Why would we receive the kingdom of heaven if we're crybabies? That doesn't make any sense. Jesus wants us to empathize. The C word we used, compassion. We described that in the past as see, feel, do. Mourn the suffering of others. Mourn with others. Beatitude number 2 is a call to compassion. The third one, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Now, depending on the translation of Bible you have, it could say blessed are the meek, it could say blessed are the humble, it could say blessed are the gentle. I don't really like that gentle one, because that gentle one just sounds like, oh, if you're like a little girl who's very gentle with kitty cats, that's going to get you the kingdom of heaven.
We'll always be good company, you and me, just wait and see.
Maybe. So what does the word meek mean? Actually, it's that word humility. Blessed are those who are humble. Blessed are those that are willing to serve others. Think of Jesus washing the disciples' feet. Blessed are people who are servants to one another. Not literally slaves, but those who serve others. People that aren't afraid to get down on their hands and knees and to be humble. The fourth one, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will have their fill. Luke just says hunger and thirst. We know why. They're poor people. They're hungry people. That's not Matthew's audience. They don't want to hear about being hungry and thirsty. What does the word righteousness mean? Righteousness is justice. Hunger and thirst. Those who strive for justice. Number 5, blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy.
Have mercy.
What does the word mercy mean? What does it mean to grant someone mercy? Forgiveness. Think of the Our Father again. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Jesus is saying, forgive those who trespass against you, and you will also be forgiven. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the forgiving. They will receive forgiveness.
Have mercy.
The next one, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. What does it mean to be pure? Innocent, Right intention, pure motives, right motives, clear motives. What you see is what you get. There's a reason that when you're baptized you wear white, or a bride on her wedding night wears a white gown. It's symbolic of purity. It's symbolic of innocence. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And so blessed are those who have these right intentions, these good motives in mind, these clear motives. This is a person of honesty. This is a person of integrity. If you're not doing shady dealings, you're pure in heart. Number 7, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God.
I think it was blessed are the cheesemakers.
What's so special about the cheesemakers?
Well, obviously it's not meant to be taken literally. It refers to any manufacturers of dairy products.
Peacemakers. That's not blessed are the peaceful. That's not blessed are the pacifists. This is peacemaker. This is someone who goes out to be a mediator. They work on resolving conflict. I hate it when two friends are fighting with each other and a third friend says, well, I'm staying out of this. No! Jesus says you get in that. Jesus says you get in that and be the mediator, be the conflict resolver. That's being a peacemaker. You don't get in that and take a side. You get in that and you resolve conflict. That's being a peacemaker. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Look, the same reward is the same reward as the first one. In fact, all of those rewards are all, you'll be happy, so ignore the rewards for now. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. We already described righteousness as justice. Persecution is suffering. It's condemnation. Blessed are those who suffer for justice. And of course, Jesus did that himself when he's up on that cross and died.